Hello, my name is Carlos Palos, and this is my presentation on my summary response for week 7 on Disney, labor in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and natural hierarchy. So, my primary media is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and my secondary reading was How to Read Donald Duck by Ariel Dwarfman and Armin Matalart. Going on to my first slide, I'm going to be going over Dwarfman and Matalart's core argument. So, in How to Read Donald Duck, Ariel Dwarfman and Armin Matalart state that Disney comics adopt capitalist ideology by screening a world where hierarchy, property, and wealth accumulation appear innocent. As they write, the Disney world is a world without workers. The comics hide the economic systems that produce wealth. So, more on that. This shifts attention away from systems of power and encourages audiences to accept capitalism as universal and unquestioned, which furthermore hides the evils of our world and makes their world joyous. And although Dwarfman and Matalart focus primarily on Disney comics, we can apply their critique to the earlier animated film Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Going on to my next slide, we're going to be going over the visible labor in Snow White. So unlike many other Disney texts, labor is actually visible in this film. So the dwarves perform dangerous industrial labor, extracting diamonds from deep underground. The cavern overflows with gems, suggesting immense wealth production. Yet this labor is framed as cheerful and harmonious. The dwarves sing hey ho while marching to and from work, transforming mining, which is supposed to be something dark, into spectacle and joyous. So, what is missing? There is no employer, there's no wage system, there's no marketplace, no explanation of who is benefiting from this or from the diamonds. So, basically, the production of wealth is shown, but the economic structure behind it is erased. This reflects back on Dorfman and Madalart's idea that Disney sentimentalizes labor and removes it from politics. They appear to work simply because it is their nature and it is what makes them happy. So going on to my conclusion, in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, labor is visible, but it is sentimentalized and depoliticized. The dwarves' mining appears joyful and communal, masking the absence of markets, ownership, and or exploitation. Snow White's domestic work is framed as feminine virtue rather than economic necessity. And then, following How to Read Donald Duck, this reflects Disney's ideological move. Structural inequality is erased and conflict behind individual and moral, not systemic. Thank you so much. Once again, my name is Carlos Palos, and this is the end of my presentation.